I'm here now on Glassford Hill in Prescott Valley, Arizona. It's January 26, 2021, and we just got hit with a lot of snow. So I figured, why not go for a climb and see if we can get to the top of Glassford Hill. It's normally not a tough hike at all. It's a fire road the whole way, but I'm on a nice path right now that a tractor just went through, only up to the water tanks ahead. But after that, it's going to be all deep snow and probably tough trekking. So we'll see how this goes. I know what you're all thinking right now. Why is this guy going through all this deep snow without snowshoes? Funny thing is that I own snowshoes, but I hardly ever use them. And I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about using the snowshoes out here today. Could definitely use them. I wish I brought them, but I didn't. So we have to do without, see how far we can go. But yeah, it's deep. It's definitely like knee deep. So we'll see what we can do. Whatever we can do, we can do. Okay, finally I made it to the first switchback. I'm not sure, I don't remember how many switchbacks there are. Maybe 7 or 8 of them. But this is the first one, as you can see here. This is the table, picnic table after the first switchback. And then it goes up over here. This peak is actually right behind me now, going right up to there. So yeah, the snow is actually getting worse. It's getting deeper, it's getting thicker. I'm also coming up here on the 1 mile marker, Prescott Valley, down below there, completely covered in snow. Now, the other thing you guys might be asking yourself is, why is he going up the traditional route, up the fire road, doing the switchbacks in the snow? Why not just go straight up the center of it in the snow and get right to the summit? It would actually be a really short hike, right? Well, the problem with that is that even as deep as the snow is, there's a lot of cactus in these rock areas, and if you go off the trail and you start walking through that, likely enough you're probably going to get stuck many times with cactus that are hidden underneath the snow, and you're not going to see them until they get you. And I just don't need it to turn into like a bloodbath. If the snow was icy and solid, then I would go right, but it's too soon. It's just, this is day 2 of the big storm. It hasn't had time enough to ice over, and it's just soft snow. And again, you'll sink right into it and you'll get stabbed. Okay, the wind's picking up now. It's getting a little colder as I'm getting higher. As you can see, to this one, I'm on the second switchback at the second bench. It's going okay. There's actually some pockets of not so much deep snow, and then it kind of gets back to where it was. So it's nice to hit those pockets where it kind of lifts up, and it's only about 1 foot deep. So that's always a good sign. But yeah, we're getting there. You can see here, got quite a ways to go up there and up these switchbacks up here. up to this ridge right up here. Made it to the fourth switchback. There's proof of it right there. The fourth bench. It's actually the third bench, but now going on to the fourth switchback. And so I guess I'm about halfway there right now. The snow is actually pretty deep towards the end of that third switchback. And I'm going this way up the fourth switchback. This one's not too steep, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, so made it to the fifth switchback and the fourth bench right there as we're making our way up. And this is where we're heading up on the fifth switchback.
I traveled there to the place I fell in love. I took you home, my heartbeat started rising.
I don't know why, but this switchback, the fifth one here, is the hardest one. Even though it doesn't seem like the steepest one, but so I don't know if the snow is getting harder to walk in or if I'm just getting tired. I can't figure it out, but the pace has gone down a lot. It's very slow going. When you're hiking in deep snow like this, you really have to stay calm. You can't freak out. You can't rush it. You have to kind of go into this meditation hiking state where you have to kind of just not necessarily think about what you're doing exactly. You kind of just take one step at a time and work your way up through the snow. It's getting much harder as I'm getting higher and deeper, which is expected. But we're not too far from the ridge right up above me here.
To the place I fell in love. I took you home, my heartbeat started rising.
Okay, made it to the fifth bench and now the sixth switchback. But I gotta tell you, as you can even tell by the bench right here, it's much deeper here than it was in the last switchback. It's getting much more difficult to walk in. Made it now to the sixth bench and the seventh switchback going up there. I did just come from down there, and I think I just saw something run down the mountain right there, actually. I do see a lot of coyote tracks out over on this side of the mountain. I see them all. It's probably like 4 different sets of coyote tracks. So they're definitely out here. I have not personally seen them, even though I just saw something I thought just run down the side of the hill there. But I don't see it anymore, so oh well. At last, made it to the seventh bench and the eighth switchback. We are very close. There's the real summit over there, and then I'm going up over here. I think I only have 3 more switchbacks left, so there must have been 11 total. So I thought there was like 7 or 8 for some reason, whatever I said down there. But beautiful views. You can see behind me are the valley again. It just keeps getting better and better as I get higher, of course. And still, the sun's still trying to break through. Right up here. And It's trying to clear up, but it is flurries right now. It is snowing out again. So, but gonna keep chugging. Here we go. Now take a look at this. It's not even deep at all. On this 8th switchback, all of a sudden the snow is pretty easy to walk in now. I thought it was going to get much worse as I got higher here, but actually it's much easier. And by the way, that was a quick switchback. Here's number 8 going on to the 9th switchback right here. So that was a quick one, a quick easy one. The other bench is right below. Let's see, Glassford Hill, where the towers are. But check this out, guys. Look at this snowdrift right in front of me. It's right on the trail. I don't know how deep that is. Probably won't know until I get through it. So let's see how deep this thing really is, huh? This could be a problem. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to go through this. This is deep snow. It's actually up to my waist right here. As you can see, trying to work my way through it. Yep. Yeah, it's deep. Definitely deep here. Gonna try to pack it down with my other leg. Gives me something to step on to get up and over this drift. Yeah, I keep sinking. It's hard. I can't find another way around it. So I have to just kind of work my way through it. I'm almost thinking it might be easier just to crawl above it. Woo. Yeah, it's crazy. Just hoping that it's not so deep that I fall right into it. Okay, now I'm standing up. Whew. Oh, now I just sank again. Oh yeah, yeah, this is dangerous. I don't want to get buried here, so have to maybe figure out a smarter way around this. Well, this might be my turnaround point. I gotta put my gloves on. It's really cold. It may not be as deep over here where this rock is, so maybe I took it the wrong way. Okay, so I made it past that snowdrift right back here. I just kind of hiked these rocks right over here. It was a little bit less deep, but it was still tough. I had to actually crawl through about 5 feet just above all the deep parts. And here I am with the last push up to the summit here. And here is 2 mile marker. We're just about at the peak of Prescott. You probably can't see it, but there's like snow waves. It's like it gets deep and then it gets easy. So there's waves of snow as I'm approaching the summit. And by the way, look at these views. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. I'm about 500 feet from the summit, in which back there, when I said that I hoped once I went over that first snowdrift it was going to get easier, this is by far the most difficult part of the hike right here. It's just the last bit right towards the summit. The summit is right there, right where that tree is. But the snow is so deep, it's almost between knee and waist deep. And it is really difficult to get through this. But I'm so close. I have to just get there. Just gotta suck it up. We did it. Glassford Hill. Awesome. Whoa. What a snow hike. Here's the last benches. No more switchbacks. No more climbing. It's here. We're at the peak. Woo! Love it. What a hike. So now, in theory, you think it's going to be easy going down, which I think it's going to be. Now that I have a path for myself that I just created. But I know this first section, to get down to that first switchback down, is going to be tough again. But you can hear it, the wind is nuts. It's cold, I gotta put my mask on. I gotta warm up before I start heading down. Okay, I'm heading back down now, and hopefully, again, this takes a little less time now that I got a nice track that I created for myself. Hell of a hike. Just hopefully it goes a little bit smoother, especially through this first part, than it was coming up. And it is cold. I don't know if you can hear that wind, but it's cold and very windy. So I gotta get out of here. All right, so I'm quickly back to that big snowdrift, which is right here. But coming down, that hard part, which I thought was gonna be really difficult, was actually very easy because I had my track for my footprints, and I just followed it down, came down really quickly. Just gotta get over this little hump here, which hopefully will be just as easy. But I think after that, the rest of the way is gonna be a piece of cake, because I already have my track that I created, and it wasn't as nearly as hard as this. So should be getting down pretty quick. Definitely probably a third of the time it took me to get up here. But and the wind has stopped now that I got off the summit, so probably be taking off the mask soon. It's probably gonna get too hot. I just made it through the snowdrift here, and the crazy thing is I was just here maybe about 20 minutes ago, and my tracks were completely gone because it was so windy just on the other side of this, since it's now calmed down. But it was so windy when I first came through here, it already just, covered my tracks. My tracks completely disappeared. I had to go through it, not even really knowing which way I went through it the first time, because it was all filled in already. It was crazy. But I'm now through it, going down here now, and my tracks are still really intact. So again, this should be pretty good. All right, back at picnic table number 1. As expected, it was actually easier than I thought. It took a third of the time to get down here. I get about half mile, then I hit the tractor plowed road that goes back down to the Jeep. So it's right after the tanks. So looking forward to that. I'm almost there. Just walked by the water tanks. Now I'm on this good fire road that was plowed earlier today. So I'm home free now. I did see another hiker. There's a woman that was heading up there, and she was very grateful for the trail that I made from this morning for her. So that's cool. It's awesome to see someone else out here. 'Cause I was alone all day. I figured someone might go for it today, but I didn't see anyone till just now, just towards the end. And she said that she's probably gonna go up about halfway. But yep, just about a half mile or so. Back to the Jeep. I'm gonna call this one done.